Goes the family. Just want to give a couple of financial tips, not advice, to get yourselves through the rest of the, I call it the little bit of an inflation time frame that we're living in, especially given the fact that you see that the world is opening up more and more. I know a lot of people eager to start going enjoy life and all that good stuff, but for my people that have still been working and had the opportunity to not only make money, save money, and invest money, and hopefully you've been doing that, but it's still a good time to remember the core principles of being able to ensure that, when an emergency happens, because it will happen, from medical emergency to vehicle emergency to home emergency, that you're squared away, whether you own a home or not, whether you own a vehicle or not. Number one thing is always have insurance, no matter what the case may be. Renter's insurance, homeowner's insurance, um, obviously car insurance, life insurance, all that. That I don't care if it's the cheapest amount of insurance. Always ensure that you have some sort of insurance to not only protect yourself, but definitely for the folks that have family members. Chose the fire background because you never know when a fire is going to be lit up in your life. You never know. Was a fire. The pandemic was a fire, and for a lot of people, they couldn't put it out. It just kept blazing and blazing and blazing. Um, so if you have a medical emergency, things may happen. That's why you have medical insurance. All the assets of insurance, try that. That's the tip. That's the financial tip. Number one, in my personal opinion, ensure you have some sort of insurance because the rainy days, or in this case, the fiery days will always come. And you want to make sure you have a fiery fund slash rainy day fund. Not only just in your savings account, but when it comes to specific insurances. So look into all the kinds of insurances that you can get, and contact a specific insurance company and go from there. So that's the one financial tip number one on that one, because, like I said, we all have a fire that we have to put out eventually. All right. Tip number two, I know it's one of the best times to buy a car because of literally giving them away, left and right, because car sales have gone down tremendously. There might have been an uptick lately, given the fact that, people are getting out more and more. I mean, had rental companies and trucking companies have been killing it, as far as rental companies, because, more people have been taking more road trips and flying than ever before. So, but anyways, my tip on that is do your darndest to keep a car as old as possible, unless you're utilizing a car for your business. So that's another thing, if because then that's more of a write-off. And if you're using it, if you're side hustle, everybody's getting into the transportation business. So, definitely want to have a more of an efficient car or truck, because when a rainy day, or in this case, a fiery day happens, um, with you having a newer vehicle, less, 9 times out of 10, you have less uh, chances of you having to worry about you breaking down and anything, especially if you're in the middle of making any sort of delivery and things of that nature. All right. So, and last but definitely not least, can cut down on as much on the unnecessary spending as possible, because you just never know. Not only will you have a fiery day or rainy day come upon you, but you have to get some sort of maintenance done. If not on yourself, then on maybe your child. Um, Medical issues. I'm not trying to call you or your child a car or a vehicle. If you own a car, you unfortunately will need to be able to get something fixed on it. And costs have gone up tremendously on a house. Something always happens with a house. So I need I say more. And then, of course, if you're a person that's, working a business, do your darndest to try to reach as many customers as possible. I mean, the more you put the word out there, the more you can get more referrals for your business. If you're an employee, it's always in your best interest to not only keep your skills sharp, number one, but number two, to definitely always keep your resume out there, because you want employers always calling you. There's a labor shortage in regards to a lot of things out there, a lot of industries out there, and there's a lot of employers that are saying they can't find the right people or find anybody that wants to work for them. So this is one of the best times in history for people to rebrand themselves in a multitude of ways. All right, so that's it. Just want to give my perspective on a couple of financial tips um, that are out there, not from a financial advice, but just tips that relate to money in a specific way to ensure people that, there's various other options out there for you to ensure that you are protected in case a fiery day comes upon you. All right. So do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great night. Make money moves. Or live broke like a fool. Take care.